Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are watching Be in the Driver's Seat, while I am one of your hosts, Dr. T, and Regina, the Queen of Carlos. We thank you so much for tuning in to us today. It is Saturday, a beautiful day. I hope you all are enjoying this morning so far. I'm excited to be on. It has been an amazing week. I don't know about any of you, but I am so glad it's Saturday. You know how we all say, thank God it's Friday. I am so thankful for this Saturday. So, wherever you are, I hope you are thankful. I hope you have told the Lord, thank you for waking you up this morning. This is a great day that the Lord has made, and I am rejoicing. I'm so excited today about the show. We have some dynamic people that'll be on today. As you all know, this is week 3. This is the Therapist Corner. So, we'll be having some coaches on this morning, and we're going to get in the game. So that's kind of what I want to talk about before I bring on Coach Eb. She'll be coming on shortly, but I want to talk about getting in the game. So earlier this week, I put a Facebook post up saying the time is now. And I thought about that because so many people that I even talk to or that I'm around is in my circle, they talk about wanting to do some things and they talk about waiting till the time is right. But I just want to encourage you all this morning that tomorrow is not promised. Waiting for the perfect time robs you of today's opportunities. Waiting for the perfect time robs you of today's opportunities. Life is happening now, and every delay, it's time you'll never get back. Time is something that we'll never get back. And I don't know about you all, but as I'm looking at my Facebook timeline, I'm learning of people transitioning. I'm learning of things happening to people. And I'm saying, wow, you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So you better get busy doing things today. So if I can encourage you this morning, let me encourage you to do it now. Stop waiting. In my post, I said, stop waiting to take the trip. Stop waiting to write the book. Stop waiting on somebody else to come go on vacation with you. Get your passport. Buy you a ticket. Go on vacation. Enjoy this life. Listen, God is the best architect I know. I've traveled all over the place, y'all. I am a traveler. And I have gone to places where I have literally stood and I have cried because I see the handiwork of the Lord. The handiwork of the Lord. It is so beautiful to see God's work. I remember the first time Fred and I went out of the country. We were going to, we were celebrating our 10-year anniversary and we went to Jamaica. It was beautiful. But oh, when I went to Hawaii, that was amazing. And when I seen the beautiful turquoise water with Turks and Caicos, that was beautiful. So I've been all over, but let me encourage you, go now, write the book, eat the cake, take the trip, buy the purse, get in your car, buy something. Just stop waiting for tomorrow because tomorrow isn't promised. Listen, perfection is an illusion. Perfection is an illusion. There will never be a flawless moment. There will never be a moment where everything is just flawless. It's always going to be something. And guess what? Even though it's not a flawless moment, it's always going to be something to think about. It's never enough money. You always going to need some more money, or it's never enough ideal conditions. It's always going to be something that come up. The right time is created when you take action. So the right time is now. The right time is created when you take action. So get in the game, not when circumstances align. You know what? Stuff is always going to happen. It's not going to always line up, but the right time is now. Small steps lead to big change. Small steps lead to big change. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have every line dotted and every T crossed. Just start. All you have to do is start. Listen, if you begin, God will help you. He'll help you along the way. See, progress comes from starting where you are. Not where you think you're gonna be. Start where you are with what you have and letting the momentum carry you forward. Let it carry you forward and trust the plan. Listen, and you all know that I love God, and that is I stand on his foundation. And the Bible tells us in Jeremiah 29:11 that he knows the plans he has for us. So sometimes we think we got it all figured out. And when things don't go the way we want them to, then we what? Throw the towel in. We get angry. We get upset. But guess what? Trust the process. You don't have to know all the details. God is in the details. Listen, faith requires movement. I'm encouraging you all today to step out on faith. Faith requires movement. Stepping out in courage shows God and yourself that you trust the journey. You don't have to have it all under control, but trust the journey. Doors often open only after you move forward. Only after you move forward. Sometimes you want to have it all figured out. Like, listen, I'm not going to start the business until I have the clientele. Nope. Guess what? Start the business, trust the process, and the clientele will come. I remember when my daughter Sierra, you all know my daughter Sierra, who comes on here, she's the owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop. She didn't have all the answers figured out when she opened up the first bakery. She didn't even have the money in the bank, but she stepped out on faith. And guess what? When she stepped out on faith, God carried her through. Now that bakery closed down. But guess what? Look at what the Lord has done. We think about the perfect timing being right now. Listen, when you step out, time is something you can never get back. If you don't step out and do it, how do you know what is going to be perfect? How do you know what's going to happen if you don't get in the game? Get in the game. Let's go now. Get up. Let's go. Let's move forward. Your life is your legacy. What are you leaving behind? What are you leaving behind? And let me tell you something, entrepreneurs. This is from me to you. Nobody can steal your gift. God gave you the gift, and guess what? Nobody can do it like you. I don't care how many people who are cooking in the kitchen who are caterers. I used to be a caterer. I'm no longer catering, but guess what? I'm not intimidated when I go in the kitchen with other cooks. I'll be like, what girl, what are you putting in that chicken? Oh, what are you putting in that? I am not a gatekeeper. And so, entrepreneurs, let me share this with you. Don't be a gatekeeper. If you have some information that you can share to help the next generation or help another struggling entrepreneur, don't be intimidated. What God has for you is for you. Nobody can steal your gift. Nobody can take away what God has given you. You can only grow. And let me tell you, God begins to elevate you when you don't gatekeep. When you don't gatekeep. I am reminded of many times, y'all. Listen, I watched my daughter struggle, and there were people in the industry that could have helped her, and they refused to because they were gatekeepers. But she is not a gatekeeper. One thing I love about Sierra is that if there is another baker or someone else that's an entrepreneur that needs her help, she reaches out, she reaches back, and she will help them. And so let me encourage you today. Don't be a gatekeeper. If God is giving you a gift and you have the ability to help someone, help somebody. Help somebody, show them the way. Your legacy, your life is your legacy. And do you want to be remembered for helping people, or do you want to be remembered for being a gatekeeper? Every day you wait is a day not invested in your purpose. Every day you wait to move forward is another day not invested in your purpose, your dreams, your impact, the things that God has given to you, your blueprint. Listen, you have a blueprint. You have a blueprint. Your hand is a blueprint. And guess what? The more you touch and the more others you touch, listen, God will attract those to you that you need to have attracted to you so you can get into the position you need to be in. Listen, I'm looking at people on the screen now. I'm looking at mayoral candidate Kermit Williams. Listen, won't God do it? He said he won't be a gatekeeper. Good morning, Miss TD Lou. Listen, we're not gatekeepers here. It is not time to sit on your gift. It is not time. Let's get up. Let's move in our purpose. The world is waiting for what only you can bring. There will not be another Kermit Williams. There will not be another Ebony Donald. There will not be another Regina, the Queen of Carlos. There will not be another Miss T.D. Lou. There will not be another Asante Lucas. There will not be another Dr. T. Listen, you are it. You is your blueprint. So leave something lasting, but most of all, get up and get in the game. So y'all, I'm so excited. I have a wonderful coach, Coach Ebony Donald is coming on with us. We're gonna take a quick break, and when the next time we come back, we'll have Coach Ebony Donald on the screen, and we're gonna talk to her today about getting in the game. She ready, y'all. She ready to get y'all together. Take your pencils, get your pencils, get your paper. She got news you can use, and we'll be right back. Master Baker Sierra Crudup, owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop and Craven Cookies, located at 203 South Washington Street in Saginaw, Michigan, inside of the SVRC Marketplace. If you're looking for delicious sweets, this is the place to stop in. They specialize in homemade desserts and one-of-a-kind custom cakes. They can be reached at 248-836-8080 or dsibakeshop.com.
Hey, Metro Detroit, it's me, Tune Up Man, along with Joe Longhammer and Regina, the queen of car loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
If I'm looking for a new car and I have $500, Regina, what can you do for me?
I'll take your $500 and turn it into $1,000.
But there's a catch, right?
That's right. I can only handle 25 of these deals each month.
Hurry before those 25 deals are gone.
Call or text 248-266-9875. I'll get you approved.
And we are back. Listen, we have a dynamic young lady that's coming on this morning. Her name is Coach Ebony Ebony Donald. Listen, it's Coach Eb. So y'all, look, I know her personally, so I just call her Eb. She is a certified life coach. Listen, she's a fellow author, but she is an award-winning writer. Okay, so she get awards for this, y'all, and the creator of Wake Up and Heal framework. She has over 20 years of experience in healthcare, leadership, and brand strategy. She helps women get honest with themselves and tell their stories, whether it's writing a book, creating social media content, going live, preparing for interviews, or stepping confidently on stage. Listen, she has done a lot of things, and later on, you'll be able to see her co-partner in some of the things she's doing. So this morning, y'all welcome Coach Eb. Good morning, Eb.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How are you, Dr. T?
I'm doing good. So listen, you came on singing like Regina. Regina usually sings. So listen, we miss her this morning. So shout out to the queen. She's away. She had the nerve to take vacation. You know what I mean? So good morning to all our viewers. Good morning, Cornelia. Good morning, Kim. We excited about you coming on, Miss TD Lou and mayoral candidate Kermit Williams. Good morning. This is Coach Eb. So, Coach Eb, let's get right in this thing. So, for the viewers and the listeners, tell them a little bit about who is Coach Eb.
Ooh, Coach Eb. Coach Eb. I am a certified life coach. I have been deemed and called the wake up coach because I help women to wake up from sleeping on themselves, to get honest about where they are, to start living their life guilt free and explanation free, because a lot of us tend to have to feel like we need to explain everything. So when we give a no is the sentence, period, point blank. That's it. So to help
wake up coach, though. Wait, I just got to jump in. The wake up coach, right? So when
that's
you
why I say good morning.
Oh, wake up, because you know I've been talking about people getting in the game. So all right, wake up coach. Good morning, Chantel. We see you. Good morning, y'all. Oh, listen, if you want to call in and talk to Coach Eb, you can today at 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. So, Coach Eb, let's get in the game. So, you said that you the wake-up coach, but you help women be honest with themselves. Let's get it.
I was that woman. I wasn't being honest with myself because I didn't know what I wanted. You know how some of us get to people pleasing?
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
a people pleaser. So it was more so I just would conform to what other people would want to do, where they would want to go eat, where they would want to go travel. And I literally did not know for myself what I wanted. So I had to sit down and be real with myself. And I started journaling. I said, okay, I know I like these things here. I know I like to travel. I'm a foodie. I love some good food. I know I like to eat. Okay, where do you want to travel? What do you want to go see? So then I had to break that one down. And then when it came to food, what do you like to eat? Where would you like to eat? And I had to take those that I journaled about and I had to, I call it brain pouring, because a lot of people say brain dump. I don't like how brain dump sound, so I say brain pour. So I had to get it off my mind and put it on some paper. So I
So
took that. That's where I ran with it.
I just want to step in here real quick. So
Mhm.
you talked about writing some things down, journaling. So that's one of the things that we do encourage our clients to do, to journal, right? To pour out on paper. So when you see things on paper, it begins to make sense when you read it out loud and things like that. But how important is it for women or just people in general to actually get in tune with themselves and say, you know what, I like this or I don't like that? How important is that? Because you talked about people pleasing, and what I know is a lot of people please other people. That's all they know how to do. But how is it important? Why is it important for women to do this for themselves?
Because we can get so busy in pleasing other people that we completely forget to please ourselves and make ourselves a priority. So self-awareness is like the number one thing that I teach or that I coach on, is self-awareness and making yourself a priority. Because a lot of people, oh, that's selfish of you. If I don't take care of me, I
Mm-hmm.
can't pour into you.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know what I want, I can't help you get to where you need to be, or I can't fully help you if my cup is not already full and I'm pouring from my overflow.
Yeah, okay. So we have women that pour from their reserve, like you said, their overflow, and when you there's not enough. So before you became a coach, what were you doing?
Oh, before I became a coach, I was a administrator in the corporate world, in healthcare. So I've been was working in healthcare for like maybe 20 years, about 15, 20 years in healthcare. And that's my passion, is I call them my patients, then my babies. That's what I say. Those are my babies. I enjoy taking care of the elderly, the senior citizens in any way, shape, or form, whether it's helping them to do something to better themselves or daily activities or anything to make them smile or laugh.
Mhm. So, did you become a coach because you wanted to be what you needed? Or because, I hear that a lot. And I remember why I wanted to become a therapist. So, what is your why?
My why is, first, I was already doing it because I was the go-to person. I was the strong friend. I do that in air quotes. The strong friend. I was the go-to. People would come to me and talk to me, and I'm like, okay. So then once I heard about life coaching, I was like, well, I kind of already do this. And if this is going to help me, because I love people, I love talking to people. I can talk to anybody. Okay. So if it can help me engage with more people and to better myself at the same time, it's like a win-win situation. And that's exactly what it did when I officially became a certified life coach. When I got certified, it opened me up to learn who I really was. And at first, I didn't think it was going to do anything for me. I was like, oh, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to help the people, girl. That's what you're going to do, because, you love having somebody to laugh and feel better. That's where it started. I just want to help somebody laugh and feel better. That's it.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know it was going to start peeling off my layers and going deeper to take care of me and put myself as a priority and do my soul care.
Woo!
So that was
Talk
my
about it.
that
Talk
that was my,
about it.
because there was things that had to be mended in my heart that I didn't even know. And
Yeah,
so it took me a minute, about a year or so, before I could actually officially get out there after being certified, once I actually started helping clients. Because once again, I became self-aware after being certified, and I had to put myself and sit myself down, because I can't bleed on other people.
that's good.
I
That's
can't
good.
do
I'm
that.
glad you said that because we segueing into life beyond the title. But what I really like about what you said is like you have to be self-aware. Like you have to do the work. So let's just be transparent. Even as a therapist, I have to do the work because you can easily get triggered. We all are human beings. We all have gone through some things, and you can be helping somebody else and you can get triggered, but you got to do your work and you have to be aware. How important is it for you to have a coach or a therapist?
Whew, listen, I have both. Okay. I
Okay.
have a life coach and I have a therapist. That's like, I believe in Jesus and I believe in therapy and I also believe in my life coach. All three work together for the good. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So why is that important though?
It's important because having somebody, for example, your therapist helps you with your behaviors and your past traumatic experiences or the experiences that you're experiencing right now. Your
Uh-huh.
life coach, you need somebody to help you with those goals, help that's going to hold you accountable to get from point A to point B. You could talk about you want to get to point B all day, but if you're not putting in the work, how are we going to get there?
Oh,
And Jesus
I have a
is the
question.
key to
Hold on,
guidance. Uh-huh.
hold on, Coach Ed. Hold on, Coach Ed. Cornelia said, "What does becoming a certified life coach require?"
That's a great question. Life, ready for this? Life stamps you as a life coach. You are already equipped. A life coach is being able to coach somebody on things that you may have went through already, and that the steps that you took to get there, you're already a life coach. And the certified life coach and going through the course, the course that I went through to become a certified life coach, is just the extra gloss. You know how you got French toast and
Yeah.
they put the little powdered sugar on top? That's
Hmm.
what the certified word is. But life already stamps you to be a coach because of what you go through, the mountains that you've already climbed and the success that you already made it through. Life already stamps you as a life coach. So there are a lot of life coaches out here already,
Hmm.
but they don't know it because nobody has told them, hey, you made it through, you made it over that, and you're able to help the next person. When you can help the next person
Hmm.
with something that they're going through that you already went through, that stamps you as a life coach. Life already equips you to do that.
That's good. And as far as the certified piece, you just go through the courses and then you get the certification. But like Eb said, you've already walked through the coach part, the life coach. So it's really just coaching others from where you're at, from what you went through and coaching them up out of where they're at right now. So that's good. That's good. But Eb, so I really want those that are listening today, we're really talking about getting in the game. So you have some good points here. You teach women how to become self-sufficient, if you will, or hear their voice, find their voice. But life beyond the title, so beyond the life coach, do you live, is this a lifestyle for you, or you just show up today and I'm Eb the life coach? Like, what does this look like beyond the title of a life coach?
So I'm literally Coach Ebb all day. I wake up Coach Ebb, I go to sleep Coach Ebb. But behind Coach Ebb, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a wife, I'm a co-worker, I'm a boss. All of these. There's other titles besides just the life coach. And sometimes um, something that I had to understand is in every situation, Eb, you don't have to be a life coach. You can take your coach hat off, set it over here. Now go be the wife, go be
Mhm.
the sister, go be the mom. You don't have to coach everybody.
Mhm.
So of course, I when talking to people, I'm always this enthusiastic person. I'm always saying something. You're gonna laugh. I'm gonna encourage you, but at the same time, knowing when to take that hat off to be your other roles and to know that you still Eb at the end of the day. To
Yeah.
remove coach, that's just the title. Titles at the end of the day, real talk. That's what it is, just a title. But it's not who I am. I'm still that wife. I still have to be a wife to my husband. I still have to be a daughter to my mother and my father, and I still have to be a sister to my sister, and not sit here and be in their faces all day trying to coach them.
Yeah.
I have, I'm still human at the end of the day to be who I was born to be.
I love that. And see, here's the thing. Like, when you come out, Fred don't care about Dr. T. Like, he like, when you come home, you Teresa, you my wife, get this food done, let's get this stuff going. And so
Right.
I love that. But oftentimes people think that you're still in work mode. Like, you think like you're analyzing. Like, for me, like, I'm analyzing, and really I don't even be thinking about folks, right? But I love this because one thing about being a therapist, being a child of God, being a wife, nobody really has to, you don't really have to tell anybody your title, because what's in you comes out of you. If you're a coach, you're always a coach. You were created to be a coach. And sometimes we take titles and think that it's the title that we're like, oh, that's Dr. T. No, first, I'm a servant. Because guess what? Before the foundations of the earth, God created us to do the things we do. So if you are a believer, first you are a servant, and then you are serving God in this capacity. because he gives us the ability to do the things we do. Good morning, Penny. Good to see you on this morning. So let's talk about turning pain into power. Let's talk about that.
Woo, so that is one of my sessions that I have. Is called Pain into Power. It's an accountability session. And I also have a podcast around that on Wednesdays. It starts back up in September. It's called Wake 'em Up Wednesdays, of course, with the
Wake
wake up.
up Wednesday.
Wake 'em Up Wednesdays, yes, where I bring on a guest to talk about a pain that they had in their past or something that has been a roadblock in their life, and what they did and the steps that they took to turn that pain and use it as fuel and turn it into power, which is one of my sessions that I do. Is let's talk about this roadblock that's stopping you from getting to point B. So let's break this down and show how this roadblock doesn't have the power. You have the power. You have the authority. So let's put these steps and this strategy into place to get you from A to B. And let's follow up. I'm gonna hold you accountable to do that.
That's good. That's good. And so accountability partners are so important. I love my accountability. Listen, I have accountability partners. I start the day with them and I end the day with them. I need people who can say, that don't sound good. You need to go back and pray on that. Or, girl, get out your feelings. I need people who are real with me. And so I don't just need an accountability partner. I need somebody that's real and going to tell me the truth. Like, girl, you tripping. You were wrong. You need to repent. Whatever that looks like, I need real accountability partners. I don't need yes people in my circle. I don't need people who are just going along because they feel like it's right. No, if I'm wrong and you love me, you tell me I'm wrong. You tell me, let me be accountable, because first of all, I'm accountable to God. I'm accountable to Fred. There's people in my life that I'm accountable for and accountable to. And so I want to make sure that I'm an accountable friend, accountable partner, whatever that looks like. And so that's good. And so with turning pain into purpose, and even doing that, you help women peel back layers. Or
Yes.
do you work with men at all?
Not as of yet. I do feel that Holy Spirit is gonna send me in that direction. I don't know when, but right now it's just strictly women at this
Okay.
time.
So, are you learning or finding that women are transparent and really in a place where they're ready to heal?
They are, and but a lot of people don't know how to say, "Hey, I'm ready to heal." Nobody. I have yet to have somebody say, "Hey, I'm ready to heal."
Well, because they don't. A lot of times we use a lot of cliches. You know what I
Right.
mean? But people
Mhm.
like, I'm tired of hurting. That's really saying
Yeah.
I'm ready to heal.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Or I'm
Right.
sick of this, or I don't want to do this no more. Those are really signs of saying, look, I'm tired of hurting. So, listen, what was something that you personally had to go through to say, you know what, enough is enough?
I was, emphasis on was, I was the number one self-sabotager.
Wow.
Number one
I just
self-sabotage.
put a post up like, that's lame. Stop sleeping on yourself. Self sabotage is lame. It's literally your brain or the enemy telling you that you can't do what God has already created you to do.
Exactly. Exactly. I was self-sabotaged in a way, even when it came to me getting my certification. And I was like, okay, all right, I got this certification. Now what? You went through the training. You went through all and climbed all the hills, mountains, and dipped in the valleys and everything. Now what I'm supposed to do? So then I stood in my own way and I didn't do anything. I
Mm,
sat on my certification because I was like, okay, I don't know what to do next. I did the class, it's done. And that held me back from being able to start peeling off my own layers and to see myself as to who God created me to be. And
mhm,
so I didn't know right away. I didn't know that I would be a speaker. I didn't know that I would become an author. I didn't know, even though I had been writing, I didn't know that that translates to you've been writing, you've been doing this since you've been 13 years old. You now 30 some years old and you don't know that you're a writer. So I stood in my way. I let self-doubt come into play. I let the enemy whisper those little absolutely nothings in my ear to lead me
mm,
to believe that, okay, Eb, nah, you did all of that and it was a waste. It was nothing. And so I sat on my life coaching gift. I sat on it. And
Mm.
then later on, when I started to peel back those layers and I had somebody reach out to me, I want you to be the host of my conference.
Mm-hmm.
You want who to be the host of your conference?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to come to Nashville, Tennessee to do what? Yes, and I'm taking care of it. And what? So self-sabotage was my biggest thing. That
So
was my biggest.
listen, we're gonna take a break in a few seconds, but let me read this comment from Penny. How about the men cousins who spoke out on your podcast last year? That was amazing. Boom, Ebony. So she's calling you out. It's time to step into helping the men as well. So listen, we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we coming back with Coach Ed, but we also got Kim D coming on too. So listen, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Master Baker Sierra Crudup, owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop and Craven Cookies, located at 203 South Washington Street in Saginaw, Michigan, inside of the SVRC Marketplace. If you're looking for delicious sweets, this is the place to stop in. They specialize in homemade desserts and one-of-a-kind custom cakes. They can be reached at 248-836-8080 or dsibakeshop.com.
Hey, Metro Detroit, it's me, Tune Up Man, along with Joe Longhammer and Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
If I'm looking for a new car and I have $500, Regina, what can you do for me?
I'll take your $500 and turn it into $1,000.
But there's a catch, right?
That's right. I can only handle 25 of these deals each month.
Hurry before those 25 deals are gone.
Call or text 248-266-9875. I'll get you approved.
Listen, we are back with Coach Eb and Kim D. Listen, she told me her last name was the Dine. Am I saying it right? See?
Yes,
Listen, I'm so excited. Good morning, Kim.
good morning.
So listen, listeners and viewers, we have Kim coming on. Kim and Ebony have a wonderful business together that's called the Wake Up Sisters, right? Am I saying this right?
No, man.
The good medicine.
sisters.
Listen, we waking up and we doing good medicine. So we got the good medicine sisters. So I'm so excited to have them both on. I was watching them a few days ago giving out some good medicine. So Kim, you joining us now. Can you tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit about Kim D?
Well, hey everybody. Good morning. I don't have a jingle, but my name is Kim D. Dine Rhymes with Divine. I am an author. I am an entrepreneur, dual entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of Pure Chemistry, where we are the missing element to your aromatic, restful experience. We all about rest and getting rest wherever you can get it. And I'm also the partner here of my sister, Good Medicine Media. And I'm also an author and soon to be certified coach.
Woo, woo, woo.
She got me to do it. So
Congratulations. I'm so excited. So come on, let's talk about this good medicine. So Kim, let's start with you. Like, what does that look like? So when the viewers, they listening now, if they want to find you and Coach Eb and they want to listen to what y'all doing, what does that look like?
So first of all, you could go to our website. It's thegoodmedicinesuite.com. And we also have Good Medicine Media on Facebook. So what it is it looks like us walking in purpose together. We didn't start the year out this way, and how you were talking about getting in the game. It was, we heard a word from God and it kept showing up in our faces, kept showing up until about a month ago. We was like, all right, God, what you want us to do? 31 days later, we were getting it together, and here we are with the Good Medicine Media. We're helping generations show up, amplify their voices and the truth of what God has done for them, young and old. God has given us a grace to work with our older, more seasoned people, and they still got messages, and us younger people need to hear what they got to say. So however we can help and assist, amplify their voices, whether it be hybrid book publishing, we're doing book publishing. We're also doing content, and how Ebony said, we help with showing up on social media or preparing for signature talks, speeches, even ministries. We've been in the ministry space, helping to get the good word, the good news, as
All
people
right.
out to the masses, so people can know God is good. Come get you some, and He got some good medicine for you.
Listen, who came up with the word medicine? Good medicine.
Well, I did. So she liked to say I'm the brains behind a lot of this stuff because I'd be like, "Oh, Eb, listen, this is what I got." So Proverbs 17:22 is my favorite scripture. Laughter does good as medicine,
Mhm.
and we don't want no dry bones. And
That's
we
right.
love to laugh. We love to, like, everybody will say, we can hear y'all laughing out of a crowd. We can pick y'all out of a crowd. And all we do is laugh all day. Even it might be something serious, but we know how to laugh at the end of the day because we have faith that God is going to come through. So good medicine is laughter, it's joy, it's us. So that's where Good Medicine Media came from.
That is good. So, okay, Coach Ebb. So, you call Kim the brains behind the good medicine. So, what are you like? What position do you play?
I'm the director. I
Oh,
help with moving things around.
okay.
She puts it together. She's like, okay, ABC 1, 2, 3. I'm like, bet I'm gonna piece this here, take that puzzle piece, this puzzle piece, and we're gonna fit them in just like this. I
Mhm.
help things to fuse them together, to bring it together, to work all together at once.
Okay. Well, share with the listeners something that you guys did this past week on Good Medicine when you showed up.
So this past week we have been so we we got voluntold, not by our church but by God, to be a part of our media ministry. We joined a new church and God was like, y'all gonna be
Come
a
on, the
part of
way, the truth, and the light. Yee!
Yeah,
Come
shout
on,
out to
Pastor
the Way, the
Watson.
Truth, and the
And,
Light Ministry.
Watson. Yes.
Yes. And so God told us this is what y'all gonna do. And we were like, what? Why? Like, we don't. But he was like, you already doing it. It's something that you've already been doing. Now do it to glorify me in this way. We've been doing it in the marketplace, but now it's time to do it in the ministry space. And
Mm.
so we have been in our spirit week at church. And so we've been doing promo videos to get the word out, to get the people in, showing them what the spirit week is about. So we did like all blue one Sunday. Everybody came in all blue. It was dope. Everybody showed up in their all blue. So we did promos in all blue. This Sunday we got Twin Sunday. So everybody coming dressed alike. And it's just taking bite-sized pieces of the word and making sure that it gets out to the media so people can, I know it, today's day and age in media, everybody's attention span is 30 seconds,
That's
maybe
it.
maybe
That's
90.
it.
And
That's
so
it.
we can cut down the word, and it's still the word. It's coming from the Bible, the
Mhm.
God of the Bible. Cut down that word and send it out, sending bite-sized pieces of messages of hope, love, and how God can restore and keep you. Then why not do that? Because everybody not gonna come to church, right?
Yeah,
But
that's true.
we
Everybody may not step into a building. That's correct.
Right. But they will watch our lives, and we have to be walking words for them to digest how God is and how good God is and the truth of who God is. And so if we can help push that out, then we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Now that's good. So, Coach Ebb, how does this position help play in the role that you're already in as being Coach Ebb?
So back before I became Coach Ebb, I God has showed me you should start putting they're called reels on like
Hmm.
reels that we scroll through. You should start putting reels together. And I was like, okay, at the time I was in like a business mentorship. I was like, okay, reels together. Cool. I could do that for people and, charge people because this is the new hot popping thing and not everybody really knows how to do it. And so when he gave me that idea, and then he was like, people need to learn how to do it. So
Hmm.
I then taught a class on to a group of like 11, 12 people virtually how to create reels.
Hmm.
I the software that I use. And I was like, okay, at the time, I still didn't know where he was going with it, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna teach this class. I taught that class at that time for free, help people out. And and I didn't realize it until me and Kim came to this point of that we're here to even help the older generation. That class was 12, it was the older generation. Everybody in there.
Mm.
Everybody was like much older than me. And I was like,
Did they do the reels though?
Baby, when I tell you they came through with them reels on Facebook, I said, who taught y'all that?
So
They came through. I
I'm
said,
laughing.
show up and show out.
So that is real good. So even as a life coach, when you see those that you coach in, so regardless of whatever space it's in, right? Whether
Right.
it's a crisis or whether it's coaching them through something that's difficult that they may not understand, how does like you just said, your reaction just really kind of said it all. So it feels good to see what you poured into them come out, like they've actually implemented the steps. So how important is it for you to be effective? So it's one thing to be a life coach. It's another thing for you too to have the good medicine. But how, important is it for you to be effective? Because you could be busy and not effective.
Oh, listen, it is very important to be effective. Um, and moving forward, you want to be able to have your gifts. You want to be able to see how your gifts impact other people.
Yeah.
You want to be able to see them go from point A to point B as a life coach, as that being your role.
Mhm.
And if you don't, for me, let me speak for me as Coach Ebb. If I'm not able to see, okay, where you went from A to B, that makes me have to go back to my process. Let me go back to my process and
Mhm.
let me check myself. Let me look in the mirror and see what Ebb was doing. And let me see, did I fall short here? Because I'm going to look in the mirror first before I blame my client. That's
Mhm.
just me. I need to check my process to make sure. And okay, my process is legit. It's helped these people. Now let me look at this client and see what can we tweak. Okay, oh, you're not doing the work.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to immediately say to you, oh, you're not doing the work. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to point fingers. We're going to figure out, get to the nitty gritty and get to the root of how come we didn't get an outcome that's as impactful. So that's something I go back and check my process to make sure that is moving along according to plan as Holy Spirit told me to.
That's
Because
good.
sometimes Holy Spirit will tell you something and you don't listen like you're supposed to be listening.
I had it. Just
No way, not here.
So I got a question. I got a question for Kim. I talked about your life is your legacy. What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Ooh, this conversation always gets me a little emotional. I just want my legacy to be left as I I loved I loved how God called me to love people, but I also, aside from that, I just want to leave some, if I could leave somebody's presence and they feel an ounce better, like they feel an ounce of healing. That's what I want. And it's not even even if I left them, I don't know them, but even if I gave them a simple hug and they felt seen, or they felt like, oh man, this love that she's carrying with her, this joy that she's carrying with her is a different type of love. And of course, I know it comes from God. They might not know that, but to be able to experience that and walk away with an ounce of something feeling different, that maybe a light was turned on in their life for whatever reason. And even if it's not me directly, but one of the books
Mm-hmm.
I've written, if they read something that could have given them a laugh or make them think about something differently. I'm like you, Dr. T. I really start analyzing people. I'm like, ooh, I want to figure people out. That's just how my brain works. My scientific brain works. But I just hope that and pray that my legacy is to be that Kim cared.
That's so good. That might be a slogan right there, Kim Kier. Listen, okay,
Woo!
all good.
Let me write that
Oh,
down.
yeah. So, Eb, okay. So when I first came on, Eb, I was talking about, I gave some pointers, and perfection is an illusion, right? And so, what I love about God, He makes our frame look good, regardless of what we're going through, right? He'll make us look shined up. Y'all see me? I'm shined up like a new penny, right? He makes us look good. But how has your past experiences helped you push your people forward now?
Ooh, that's good.
Because sometimes we tell it when it's good, but what about when we was in the trenches and it wasn't good? Like, how does your past trench experiences help you push your clients forward? Because I'm so transparent, y'all. I tell my story in books. I tell it on platforms. I am the number one person. I don't let anybody hold anything over my head, right? So there's nothing that was done in the dark that I can't tell you face to face. So how has your past trench experiences help you push your clients forward?
That's good. I tell a lot of people the same thing. I'm transparent. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I am an open book. You have a question, I'm gonna answer it. I don't want to see my clients dealing with and going through what I had to go through.
Mm.
I don't want to see them self-sabotaging. I don't want to see them dealing with the spirit of doubt. I don't want to see them dealing with those inner voices that were holding me back
Mm.
when the enemy was holding me back.
Mhm.
And I internalized it, and now I'm holding myself back and allowing myself to be held back. I don't want to see that with my clients. So if they have a question of, and when I say anything and everything, because Coach Ed is not perfect, and I will never be perfect. I'm perfect in God's eyes, amen. But I am not perfect. I am still human. I still put on my tennis shoes one at a time and lace them things up and walk out the door.
Yes.
So I don't want to have my clients experience what I had to experience. So if I could just help them by sharing and telling my story and telling them I went through this, it got dark,
Mhm.
it got ugly, I mentally beat myself up, but you don't have to do that because I went through it. So
Mhm.
let me share with you my story. Let me tell you what I went through and how I had to deal with it and how I had to take some steps back. I had to chill. I had to spend some time with just me and God in my quiet moments. Even if I didn't have a word to say, just sit there and be still.
Mm. This is
So they
good.
don't have to deal with, 100% what I had to go through.
That's good. So listen, I hear you both talking about God, and you guys know I love God. So this is really inspiring me this morning because, God is my total foundation. I stand upon him, and I am so glad that guys are openly talking about God, because a lot of therapists and coaches, they kind of shy away from saying the word God. But my clients, what I love about my client, I am a Christian therapist. So I love that I can stand on that. I love that I can bring God in. I love that I can pray. But listen, I started this out saying tomorrow isn't promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So, Kim, why is it important for you to get in the game today? Why is it important for you to tell those listening, get in the game? God gave you an Ebb, this good medicine. You guys, Ebb, you have the podcast. You guys have a lot of different media things you're doing. You're working with different people. Why was it important for you to get in the game now?
Because like you said, tomorrow isn't promised, and you don't know who needs your message today to make it to another day. I heard it, somebody told me, I heard it like this: somebody today won't make it through because you decide not to move in your purpose and do what you're supposed to do.
Now that's
So
good. I
do
talked
you want
about
to be do you want to be responsible
that.
because you decide to drag your feet?
Mm.
Because you
Repeat
decide,
that for the people in the back. The audience that's in the back that didn't catch it real
do
quick.
you I ain't gonna grab my megaphone, but do you want to be responsible for somebody not making it to tomorrow because you decided today to drag your feet? And I heard, like you said, Dr. T, it don't matter if you don't have no money, no resources. Start with what you have. We started this media company with our iPhones. I didn't understand why we had Androids, and God said, y'all need iPhones. And we was like, why? We know now why. We didn't
Come
have
on,
all of
Team
this.
iPhone. Can we just take a pause and say, thank God for the iPhone? No disrespect for those who don't have iPhones, but pause for the cause. Team iPhone. Okay, I'm listening.
But no, yeah. So we didn't have everything we need, and we still don't currently have it, but we know it's on the way because we were obedient. Like I said in the beginning, we toughed it out. We said, oh, we gave God a yes, and for 31 days straight, actually it was less than 31 days. We started building the company, started building the foundation. Okay, what articles do we need? Business accounts, this contract, like it was just a, I don't even, how do you build a publishing company or a media company? My Pure Chemistry works with rest, self-care, and candles. It didn't, I had no knowledge. And so it was immediately go into research, figure out what you need, and as you go, everything else will be highlighted to you and your direction will be given to you as to what you need to do. But you got to start somewhere. Start with the research. Start writing it out. Start writing the plan. Write the idea out, but you got to do something, because there are so many people that are waiting. As we continue to build this, it was so many different people coming to us, and we were like, this is why we had to build this, because people just kept coming to us, and we were like, we went from, I don't know how this is going to work out, to, oh, we ain't got no choice but to do this, because it's so many people that's coming to us.
Won't
So
God push you out? Won't he push you out in the forefront and say, let's go? Get off the bleachers. I said it's go time. And I remember starting and saying small steps lead to big change. All you have to do is put one foot forward and God will help you. And in stepping out in courage shows God and yourself that you trust the journey. I said that. And listen, the doors often open only after you move toward them. So sometimes he got to give us gentle pushes. So listen, ladies, we got a few minutes left. I just want you to say, like, Kim, can you give the listeners and the viewers just one tidbit about getting in the game that you want to leave with them?
listen, just do it. Just do it. I was the one, and Ebony could
It's
attest.
a Nike commercial, and we just
Just do it. Nike. I don't know if y'all get paid promotion, but just do it. Listen, Ebony could.
Miss TD Lou said, trust the process. Yes. And she said, awesome show, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, you got Pen Crude up on here just going in with it. And thank you. For all of you all that's listening, thank you so much for listening. It has been a famous show. So keep going. Kim, give us our lasting thought.
Oh, so just do it. You never know who needs the way that you show up, how you authentically show up.
Mhm.
And just because you don't understand it now doesn't mean you won't understand it later. And Ebony could attest to this. When God was like, "Hey, I need y'all to go do this," I was like, "Oh no, not me. I don't know how to do that. There's plenty of other people out here that can do it." And he kept putting it in our face. And I was just like, and as he kept putting it in our face, he softened my heart in the process. And
Mm.
so when I started to move, everything started to flow and make sense. And I mean, now we're here on on the driver's seat. Like, we just launched last week, and it's so many things that are popping off that we were doing prior to this moment. But it's just do it. Just mess around and find out is what I like to say.
Listen, okay.
Yourself, mess around and find out. You won't have nothing to
Listen.
lose.
You don't have anything to lose. I love this for you, ladies. So, Coach Ebb, it was. I'm so glad that you ladies came on. But, Coach Ebb, what is your lasting thought or statement that you want to leave with the listeners and the viewers?
Listen, and just get in the game. And as Kim saying, just do it and be in the driver's seat. God is giving you something. If you're feeling a nudge, you're feeling there's something on your heart that is burdening you, you cannot get that thing off your mind. It keeps showing up and keeps showing up. It keeps showing up. Welcome to your purpose. That's your purpose. If it's on your heart and your mind all the time, and you're like, man, I can't stop thinking about this. Man, every time I go to the grocery store, this one particular thing happens, or I see this every single time I'm driving. Welcome to your purpose. Your purpose is always going to present itself to you over and over, nonstop, until you walk in that thing. Lean into it and walk in it. Just walk in it. That's all. It's just a walk.
Coach Ebb, you saying walk in. So what if we have some listeners now that say, hey, I want to get in contact with Coach Ebb because I want to be a part of this I want to be a part of the wake up team. How do I get in contact with Coach Ebb? I know I'm going to come to Kim next with the Good Medicine, so it's the media, Good Medicine Media. But listen, what if somebody on here now want to get in touch with Coach Ebb? How can they get in touch with you?
So you can get in touch with me by email at hey@ebonykd.com, or you can find me on Facebook at Ebony K. Donald, or you can find me on Instagram at Wake Up Coach Ed.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Now, Kim, tell the listeners if somebody's on here, they having trouble with media, they need to learn some stuff. They may need to go through a class. They may need, because I need a little help myself on real, so I be calling because I need a little help to grow the brand. And me, you, I might need a little help. So tell us, how can we get in contact with the Good Medicine Sisters?
Well, listen, if you want to come in and get this joyful experience while you're showing up in purpose, come and head over to Good Medicine Suite. That's SUITE.com, and hit the contact button. Send us a email, and we'll get back to you in 2 to 4 days. And we're so excited. Also, you can follow us on Facebook at Good Medicine Media.
I'm just
Yeah.
sisters on there, ain't I? It's Good Medicine Media, and I'm like the Good Medicine Sisters. I'm just like, listen, but it's Good Medicine Media, y'all. So I done messed it up a few times, but that's because they sisters. But all right, so Good Medicine Media on social media. Am I saying this right?
Yes, on social media.
Okay.
Yep.
And then if they
Yep.
want to email or send if they're not on social media.
If you're not on social media, you can either head to goodmedicinesuite.com, or you can email us at goodrxsis@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you. SIA.
See, I knew it. I knew y'all was good.
You had it. You had it.
You had it.
Yeah. I thank you, ladies, so much for coming on, being a driver's seat from myself and Regina, the Queen of Carlos. I hope you ladies have a wonderful Saturday. Get out, do something, love somebody, but most of all, get in the game. I'll see you later, ladies, later. Peace. So listen, y'all, that was such an amazing time with Coach Eb and with Kim. Now it's the time for us to highlight the things that's going on in our city. So let me share with you some of the up and coming things that are happening. Listen, free entry at R&B Nights every Friday night. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. There's dancing and there's music, and that's located at Sunset Island. Again, this is free entry. That's located at 7 North Saginaw, suite number 2028, and that's in Pontiac, Michigan. For more information, you can call 248-260-7012, or you can look at sunsetisland.com. Listen, now we got the pre-enrollment. Pre-enrollment is happening right now for school, and it's for the location is at Peace Academy. They have good news. Enrollment is happening now for the 25 and 26 school year. Their location is at WHRC, which is 60 Parkhurst Street in Pontiac, Michigan. The new school schedule is Monday through Friday. So if you want to get your children enrolled, you can contact 248-451-7770 or go to Peace Academy at 723 Cottage Street in Pontiac. And listen, we have a stroller roll. Project Noah is having a stroller roll in a resource and job fair, which is taking place at Chandler Park. The location is 12801 Chandler Park Drive in Detroit, Michigan. You have the opportunity to win a car. This is taking place on Saturday, August the 23rd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. They have some amazing sponsors. They have special guests, Kamal Hassan and Micah Blivens, and also they'll have Hot 107.5 there in Aikisha Baker. So listen, this is happening at Chandler Park on August 23rd from 1 to 4. The Leo Explosion. This is a day party. This is being given by our very own DJ Cuddy. This is happening on August 17th, right at the Verner's Room in Pontiac. This is Sunday, meaning tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 9. This is One South Saginaw in Pontiac, Michigan. DJ Braze is on the ones and twos. It's $20 if you get your ticket in advance. VIP tickets is available. You can contact DJ Cuddy at 586-209-9747. This happening tomorrow, y'all. This is the Leo Explosion. Make sure you step in. Evangelism experience. This is happening on August. I think it's happening tomorrow. I can't see the actual date. I think this is happening tomorrow, guys. So join us for uplifting time of worship, inspiration, and community connection. Bring your families and friends. This is live worship music that's happening. Gospel preaching. It is happening at 588 Auburn Road, Pontiac, Michigan. So listen, make sure you go and encounter this prophetic experience. And our last one, listen, on Saturday, September 6th, from 8 to 9:30 a.m., please join us, Regina, the Queen of Carlones, Tune Up Man, and myself. We're going over to Sugar Me Dessert. Sugar Me Desserts with our very own Reggie Harris. That's from 8 o'clock a.m. to 9:30 a.m. We're giving out muffins and coffee. This is brought to you by Joe Longhammer Chevrolet and Kiss 105.9. So Regina, the Queen of Carlones, Tune Up Man, and myself will be giving out free muffins and coffee. Meet us at Sugar Me Desserts, which is located at 612 Updike Road in Auburn Hills. It was so good, everybody. Thank you so much, Chantel. Thank you for all the ones that are watching. It has been a great show. Make sure you go back. If you have not liked, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that. And we had a great time. We'll see you next Saturday right here on Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Carlones, myself, Dr. T. Y'all have a happy Saturday.